Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel Adventures in America. If you are new to my channel, my name is Jocelyn and I'm a dual citizen of the United States and the Philippines. For today's topic, I'm going to discuss why you shouldn't travel in the Philippines right now. But before we get started, please like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Just to give a quick update, Philippines is not yet open for international tourism. So that means if you don't have a valid or existing visa, or if you don't have an immediate relative such as a spouse or a child in the Philippines, then you may not be able to travel. And if you try to enter the Philippines, then you will be denied entry. Also, please remember that starting August 1st, foreign spouse or foreign parent of a Filipino who are based in the Philippines may now enter the Philippines without an entry exemption document. So all you have to do is apply for a 9A visa from a Philippine consulates abroad. However, there are some Philippine consulates who have stopped processing 9A visas or who have paused accepting applications for a 9A visa. I'm not sure the real reasons why they are suspending or stopping the issuance of 9A visas for a foreign parent or a foreign spouse. Currently, Philippines is only open for Filipino travelers, for former Filipinos, for dual citizens, and for foreign parent or foreign spouse, and also some other foreign nationals holding a valid and existing visa. And all the other foreign nationals will be denied entry if you don't have an immediate relative in the Philippines or if you don't have a valid and existing visa. Let's get started. So the number one reason why you shouldn't travel in the Philippines is uncertainty. There are a lot of uncertainties regarding travel restrictions, regarding travel ban, regarding green lane countries, and regarding quarantine health protocols. Not to mention that the Philippines is imposing different community quarantine classifications in different areas of the Philippines or in National Capital Region or other surrounding areas. So Philippines can add or remove certain countries in the travel ban. So if you are planning to travel in the Philippines, make sure that you're not coming from a country listed in the travel ban in the last 14 days. So otherwise, you will be denied entry. The biggest uncertainty in the Philippines regarding traveling is that the travel restrictions could be changed at any time. The second reason for not traveling right now is delayed or flight cancellations. I received several comments that their flights have been delayed several times and they were not able to refund their money. If you have experienced delayed flights or cancellations, please post in the comment section below, and I would really appreciate it if you can mention the airline or when you are supposed to fly and what happened during that flight schedule. Also, if you have a good experience with regards to a certain airline, so also make sure to post your comments down below so we are aware which airlines are doing a great service to its customers and which airlines needed to be avoided. Now, the third reason not to travel in the Philippines is that Philippines is still imposing a quarantine for fully vaccinated travelers. So if you believe that you do not need to quarantine and if you are fully vaccinated, then this is not the best time to travel right now. Another reason not to travel in the Philippines is that the quarantine is mandatory even if you are fully vaccinated. So I think the green lane countries or the green list is crap. Why do I say this? Because the green lane countries can change every 15 days. So that means that even if you are coming from a country included in the green list and by the time you arrive in the Philippines, the rules have changed and your country is not included in the green lane anymore, then you have to do an additional hotel bookings just to comply with the quarantine protocols in the Philippines. The green lane countries are just copied from the travel health notices in the Centers for Disease Control or CDC here in the US. And because it is copied, the countries may not be the same every 15 days. So you are already screwed. Another reason not to travel in the Philippines is the non-refundable hotel bookings. So once you book a hotel for your quarantine, either for 7 days or 10 days, and you decided not to pursue your travel and you decided to cancel at the last minute, some hotels may not refund your money. So it's money gone. Another reason not to travel in the Philippines is that what happens if you tested positive during your quarantine stay? Do you have a game plan? Once you tested positive for COVID, either they will isolate you right away or you will be admitted at a hospital for medical management. Don't even get me started on talking about the hospitals in the Philippines. Before you even be admitted at a hospital in the Philippines, you need to have a deposit money or a certain amount of money to be even admitted. I know this because I lived in the Philippines for 3 decades. I grew up there, understand how this works. If you don't have extra money, if you tested positive during your quarantine, then you will have a hard time to even be admitted in a hospital. Make sure that you have extra money to even cover your hospital bills once you tested positive in the Philippines. Another reason not to travel in the Philippines is the entry denial. I'm not sure if you're aware of all the documents that you must present before even boarding to the airline or just getting admitted into the Philippines by the immigration officers. So make sure that you bring everything, all the documents such as your foreign passport or an old Philippine passport. If you are a former Filipino and if you are a foreign national, make sure to bring all the documents that you have, such as a visa, your documents needed upon boarding, and everything that you needed to present before even traveling to the Philippines. Make sure that you have a complete checklist because the rules change at any time. So be prepared for an entry denial just in case you have incomplete documents when you enter the Philippines. Another reason not to travel in the Philippines is lockdown. If you are going to a place that has been reclassified in a more stricter community quarantine level, then be prepared to stay home and not be able to travel. The issue is when you have like medical requirements that you needed to go to a certain place to have like a treatment, then you will have to go through all the hoops just to be able to travel for medical purposes. Also, your age will matter because you will need to present either a negative COVID test when you travel from one place to another, or you will have to produce either a vaccination or a negative test, or maybe a quarantine health certificate before you can even travel to a certain place. Now, in relation to lockdowns, make sure that you have a game plan. Once you get stranded in a certain place, make sure you have enough financial support, or you have a valid visa, or your passport is valid beyond 6 months. So make sure that you have everything in place before even coming to the Philippines, because once you're there, the rules change quickly and you may not be able to get back abroad because of some travel restrictions in your local area. And if you recently traveled in the Philippines, please share your travel experience and let us know what you think of the travel restrictions. Again, thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel, for sharing your experience, for sharing your thoughts in the comment section, and for regularly viewing my videos. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.